Hello, everybody. This is Max Farrell from Dex FX Markets. Today is the 22nd of March, 2019, and this is your weekly wrap-up. All right, now we got a lot of stuff to discuss, so we're going to try to jump into this pretty quickly. So hang on to your hats, and here we go. All right, this week in the daily signals, we've had a pretty banner week. It's been, quiet here and there, but we've had some good times with some great results, as you can kind of tell. If we scroll down here on this daily charts, we get down to our data processing center, which tells us exactly how well of a week we've had. 98.3% success for the week for all the signals combined, with about 179 signals firing off for the week. Out of those, there were several 100%ers for the entire week, with a couple of our not so great ones, USD CHF, USD JPY, and the Euro USD, not really performing to their highest standards for what they normally would stay at. So, but everything else seemed to fire off pretty good. It is also a Friday, so there's a lot of good stuff that's happening. But again, USD CHF has not liked us too much over the past, I would say, year. It is one of the, not the lowest producing ones out of all of them, but it's still pretty low compared. I try to avoid it at all costs, except if I'm trading TNT systems. Our ATM signal fire system fired off pretty good. Now remember, you don't need a high success rate with the ATMs as you do with the dailies. So we're doing pretty well. Auto USD still firing off at 100%, as you can kind of see almost for the last month, for the last 22 days, firing off. We click on here, it'll tell us exactly. Over the last month, it had 43 signals fire off at ATM. Now, this is where the signal fires off and gives us within a 10 pip margin of movement of the expiry, and we can get in for a very, very good price. Usually between $30 and $35, or $25 to $35 that you can get in for profit margins for each one of these. So that's pretty good. So when you do lose these, if you happen to lose one or two of them, it's expected, but we look at how much we're getting into them for, and knowing that it's a pretty good deal. Our OTMs today, especially, we had one loss on the, there it is again, that USD CHF doesn't like us very much. And again, the USD JPY and a few others that were there. Now, when you're in for these are very, very high rate of profit for a low rate of risk. So there's not a lot of money that you're going to be spending on these. So the ones that you win big, and the ones that you lose small. So that's all right. Let's switch gears just a little bit. We talk about the dailies, and we talk about choke ups and all that kind of good stuff. Let's have a look at Paul Davies' journal for the week. We have now, again, this is the last week that Paul's going to be trading at this restricted amount. I had originally have him trading in at only one contract per piece. Now he's going to start going to what his account balance is, which is pretty high, and he can have an opportunity to show you what it looks like when a working trader works at this full time. Well, not full time; he's still part time. But what a full time trader acts like when he's trading at part time in the process, and he's going to show you what multiple contracts look like in this. Let's find, where did the week begin for Paul? It began right around here. Now, when he comes back, he's going to be trading at 10 contracts right in that area. He made $154 this week. He had a couple of losses in there that sucked up some profit. But if he had been trading his full rate of what his balance is, about 10 contracts, he would have made $1,500 this week. So for part-time and only working a couple hours a day, that's not too shabby. Okay, so this is off of the dailies. This is all daily signal stuff that he either uses as a choke-up pattern or uses a reversal pattern on it, and you learn how to do that all inside. All right, let's talk about the TNT Challenge. We brought 12 new people in this last week onto the TNT Challenge and trying and working with the systems. We're going to be next week showing the results of how some of them are starting off and how well they're doing and where they're going. Once I get everybody to sign a release for me able to put their information up here, not their full names and stuff, just like a first name, and show the results and stuff like that. Paul Davies signed, a whole bunch of people signed. But we're going to be showing how well the results have happened, either in a Forex capacity or a Nadex capacity or what have you. Other than that, everything else has been going pretty good. All the signals have been firing off. 5-minute signals I really don't really show too much stuff with, only because it's more of a training tool than anything else. So keep that in mind. Up next, we're going to talk about the StepBot. Oh man, I'm so excited. This system, for the last 5 years, we've been building our signal network and our trading platforms and our pages and all that kind of good stuff. But there's a lot of good stuff that's happening here. And one of the best things that we have found is that the bot, when put to the proper variables, works so well. And as we can kind of see from this third-party verification on how well the bot's doing, this is all on a Forex plane. That equity curve, if you look at it with this, even just a little drop that you had here from the one system that happened on daylight savings time, has been incredible. If we look at the summary, huge amount of green in here, winning. Had an increase so far of this month of 4.59%, but we're going to be increasing even more. There's about 8 days left of the trading month, and I'm pretty sure this is going to increase. It's probably going to match our stuff in January, which is going to be pretty strong. The averages usually come out to be about 12% a month on the average. That's after you take the year and you divide it up. 144% for the last 2 years has been 143 and 144%. So that's about 12% average a month. So some months we might hit 20%, some months we hit 15, some we might hit 8. But for the averages shown so far, about 12%. Now, the other cool thing is that this is done. Now, before you say, oh, Max, that's on a demo. Yeah, it is on a demo. The bot system runs on a demo account because of the status and the information that comes over from it, allows us to be a little bit more free-willing with this, okay? Because we can set the variables at a different rate than they are on a live system, what we're worried about. Now, we do have a live system up with that we call the control. So it tests on a live account, but we have a low amount that's in there because it's not smart to test on a live account. So before you start questioning, well, Max, does this really work? It absolutely works. And why do I know it actually works? Well, let's go have a look. You see me clicking right over. This is an actual account of one of our members, Bulldog63. And his StepBot on a real account, been verified, same equity curve. Same exact equity curve. Well, he just started on January 22nd. But he started off with 23 or 2,400 bucks, 2,500 bucks, somewhere in there. And again, this is not indicative to future results. He has put in his 23. He started off in demo. He traded with it. It traded for him in demo so he could show that it works, that his VPS works, that his all this stuff works. And then, all that's in the history. You can go right to this page. I'll put this in the link. You go right to his page and see the day that he put. He went from 2,300 to 25,000 in there because he put the money in. All right. If you look right here in the balance, here it is back on March 8th. So from March 8th to the 22nd, so on the 12th, he put this money in. He's increased from 25,000 to almost 26. Okay. Oh, just broke 26. All right. So, but you can kind of see yesterday I think he made like 200 something bucks. It was incredible, but he's trading at the higher lots, and his variable in there, it trades off at the same mentality, but it used what we call a multiplier, and that's it. There's a real count. Oh, if you're worried whether or not it works on an Oanda, it works on Oanda as well. This is first in, first out, and hedge qualified and regulated. Now, we don't want to play any games here. We wanted to get a system that worked on every single regulated broker, even the ones that are overseas and aren't regulated. It works on everything. This is a worldwide event that we're working with, and that's what we're really looking forward to, is to be able to have a system that can work on anything. And that brings me into the next part of this segment. It's like, where are you in your wrap up? Where are you trying to get to? If you're trying to be supplemental income or if you're trying to get full-time income, I'm not sure. I can't tell you which way to go. But what I can tell you is that if you don't start saving money and putting money aside to extend your future, your financial future, you're going to get stuck into the same hand-to-mouth money situation every single day. And that's what this step bot does. It takes a process and slowly builds on it. And if we compound it, if we add it in and keep adding it in, save yourself a couple of thousand, 2, 3, 4,000, or whatever it is, whatever you could save to the side, and get this into a broker, get a copy system on it, get the system in. And it's a set and forget kind of mentality. We sort of set and maintain, you just have to kind of pay attention to it 2 or 3 times a week. If you're going to be watching it as every trade comes over, that's something different. But the idea here is to get this in and get it working for you. Now, that's basically all I have right now for the step bot. And that's a lot. There's a lot of great stuff in that information. But I want to talk to you about something else real quick, and then we're going to let you go for the day. In Nadex, there is a process that are called indices and commodities. Now, indices and commodities are not just referred to Nadex. They're everywhere, right? It's actually a group of information that gets that's placed, like indices is the FTC 100, the German 30, US Tech 100, US 500, the S&P, all that kind of stuff. And commodities, of course, oil and natural gas and silver and gold and all that stuff. Every commodity that you see, an indice that you see on Nadex, we're going to start providing signals for. Wait, what? Yeah, absolutely. We're not only going to supply signals, we're going to create the TNT chart mentality behind it as well. And oh yeah, we're going to be doing Bitcoin and currency and cryptocurrencies as well. That you'll have the availability to use our TNT charts, our very powerful TNT charts on the cryptocurrencies as well as indices. And we're going to see how those operate over a period of time. We're going to be doing some testing on this over the next couple of weeks. You want to take charge of your life. How do you get as much diversified information and data and income as you can? That's what we're doing now. So over the next couple of weeks, we're going to be building this out. I just wanted to give you a heads up that this is what we're going to be doing. Indices, commodities, and crypto. Oh my. That's basically what's going to be happening. I can't wait to see what happens over the next month. And it's all thanks to you guys who are partaking in the system and all you paid customers, founders, and partners of DexFXMarkets.com. I'm Max Farrow, and this is DexFXMarkets.com. This was your weekly wrap-up, and we'll see you next week. Have a great week, and also, as always, trade well.